Hey there. If I gave you $5,000 right now, no strings attached, what would you do with it? Would you book that trip to Italy you've been daydreaming about for 5 years? Would you knock out a chunk of your credit card debt? Or maybe finally hire someone to deep clean your apartment so you can breathe again? Now, whatever popped into your head first, that's not random. It's a big clue that points straight to what truly matters to you, when you're not distracted, not comparing, and it's just you being honest with yourself. So today we're talking about what your version of a rich life looks like and how you can start living it no matter what your bank account says. My name's Gökçe. I'm an entrepreneur and investor, and I'm here to help you get good with money as long as you have a plan. When people talk about money, it typically sounds like a math problem. What's coming in, what's going out, cutting back, and being more responsible. It's like hitting some magic number in your savings account. But the truth is, money is emotional, and money choices are based on habits and emotions. How we spend is a reflection of a few things: what we believe we deserve, what we're afraid of, and what we really want. This isn't just theory, it's science. Understanding that our money habits are heavily influenced by our emotions can be liberating, especially if we become aware of our emotional triggers. Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman found that we make money choices based 90% on emotion and only 10% on logic. That means our choices about money are driven more by how we feel versus spreadsheets or calculators. So if you've ever made a purchase to feel better after a tough day or avoided looking at your bank account because it caused anxiety, you're absolutely not alone. For example, a 2025 report from creditcards.com showed that 20% of Americans engaged in doom spending, which is compulsive spending triggered by stress or anxiety. The goal isn't just to have more money. It's about spending in a way that actually feels good and makes sense for the life you want. So how do we become aware of our emotional triggers and define what's most important to us in order to live what a truly rich life means? How do we define what a rich life looks like to us? Here's how you can start. First, make a list of what you actually care about. Not what you think you should care about, but what truly lights you up. Think about what makes you feel happy, excited, and proud. Is it traveling? Is it spending more time with your family? Is it feeling calm about your money story or investing in your new side hustle? Next, look at your last month of spending. Not to shame yourself, but just to notice. Where did your money go, and how did these purchases make you feel? Did any of that spending support what you wrote down on your list? Finally, make one money move that is in line with what you really want and value. Just one. Hire a babysitter so you can take a walk. Take a class that makes you feel creative again. Have dinner with your best friend and make sure to unsubscribe, cancel, or pause that subscription that just doesn't make sense anymore. Once you've made it this far and taken action, I want you to track how it felt. Write it down. I spent on this and I felt that. Living your rich life is knowing what matters most to you and letting your spending reflect that. It's not about what the rest of the world wants. So here's your challenge this week. Define what matters most to you and spend at least once in a way that reflects that. Intentionally, joyfully, and without guilt. But don't overthink this. You don't need a spreadsheet or a money overhaul to start living your rich life. You just need clarity and one small step forward. You need to notice what matters most to you and then take one step in that direction. Because at the end of the day, a rich life isn't about how much money you have. It's about what truly is most important to you in life. And that starts with spending in a way that reflects your values, your joy, and your power. So start today. Keep it simple, keep it honest, and most importantly, remember that you get to decide what a rich life means for you. Until next time.